I am so lonely. I am so lonely. I'm a filmmaker. I made like 4.5 films if you count the walking tour and the half film that needs more scenes to make it professional. And I want to talk to you about things I have for other people to do. If you be my friend, you're qualified to meet me at entertainment level, to be a professional colleague and friend. I have all kind of jobs that people can do if they want to come in and work with me. I am a writer, an actor, a director. I'm a producer, and I cut movies. I do the video editing. And I transitioned from writing screenplays to writing fiction. I have so many opportunities for people to come on and jump on my bandwagon. I'm looking for people to get on my bandwagon. So what do you want to do first? The films? If you do video, something on filmmaking, or if you do something on writing. I have things for people that do something on filmmaking and people that do something on editing. If you have experience, or you just, even if you don't have any work, maybe you just have little projects, no one pays attention to your work, but you're really ambitious and you want to come and offer me help to make my work. We'll do writing first. Okay, in writing. Okay, I'm trying to start a brand of books. If you can write in my format, I'm really trying to make a brand of books, a subsidy of a company. And as my films come out, if you have like 5 books in the backlog that you did, like you have like a catalog of books, and you're really focused on doing this genre. Either you get to the point where you can do it by the time there's an opportunity, or you have more than 1 book by the time I can get you an opportunity to get on my bandwagon for the writing of the books. The format resembles the assigned reading from middle school and high school. Mark Twain, Catcher in the Rye, Lord of the Flies. Between like Huckleberry Finn and like The Great Gatsby is the difficulty level and the immersion level of reading it. It's like a screenplay. It follows the same rules as screenwriting. This is about getting on my bandwagon to help me not be lonely anymore, and you we start building a team. And I wouldn't even be the leader of the thing. I'm looking for someone else to be like the organizer or the manager. But I as executive producer, I would control the how the money would be distributed. I wouldn't actually be the person writing your checks, but I'll have control over how money is distributed inside the bandwagon. This is the format. It's viewer perspective. It's viewer perspective, fast pace. Now, you're not treated like in a normal way. You wouldn't be inside any character's minds. You would use the imagery and how people feel about what's being described. You need to be able to understand what the audience is of understanding. Like if you give them something, you don't keep reminding of them of that, but use like a viewer perspective to create interiority from observation in what characters say, how they talk to each other, and representing the theme kind of interiority from the feeling, from what we're focusing on, things that are being represented, locations, brands, like I know association with what's there is like through imagery is how we're creating interiority, and we're doing a fast pace. I have 16 chapters out of 20 chapters of haunted parks in fiction, 16 chapters out of 24 chapters of Elise Lee in fiction, and I'm writing a Gremlins fan fiction for Christmas to give to my family members, as including like writing people in my life into a fiction, changing the names, but writing it like, it's a story about giving my family a magua from Gremlins for Christmas. And I'm planning on having the first package around April of like 4 books, having like 4 books around April that are done. I'm gonna have a lineup around the same time, because it's easier for me to go from burnout to starting a new project than going writing through the burnout to finishing it and trying to focus on just having this one thing. If you do this part, this part, this part, if you do the most of it and most of it, and this and most of it and most of it, and then you go back and finish it, edit it, finish it, edit it, finish it, edit it, finish it, edit it, finish it, and then edit it throughout the rest of the finishing, throughout the rest of the finishing, throughout the rest of the finishing. And I'll probably have I want to have like 4 books by April. And the format, if you could write in the format, I'm trying to, like, I think this is not something that's, because it's designed for people that don't read, because they believe that books, like their favorite books are The Lord of the Flies, To Catcher in the Rye, because they don't read more books, because the books started getting different than how they were giving it to you at the age that you were actually interested or assigned, doing the assigned reading, that they were saying this is what writing is supposed to be like. And then it got longer, being focused on what characters are thinking, things like that made you stop reading. It goes back like just a movie style book that's a short book between 30,000 and 40,000 words. And when you look at a book on a bookshelf, that's usually about 80,000 words. So it's about half the size of the books that they're selling right now, to less than half the size, because sometimes books are up to like 120,000 words. And we're just trying to do short books that are the length of a movie. They feel like they're about the length of a movie. I know. And you can read them probably about 2 to 4 hours. 3 hours probably average to read the books for most readers, 3 to 4 hours. Especially if you're not a skilled reader, you might spend like 4 hours, like an hour a night for like 4 nights to read the book. And my vision is to have like 4 or 5 books in my subsidy of the publishing company every month. Every month, between different artists, they release like 4 or 5 books. So there's a lot of opportunities to get onto my bandwagon to go through my thing. And then if it's popular, other companies are going to want to emulate that. So this could be a new style of writing. Because when you think, have you ever looked for books like The Assigned Reading? Have you ever looked for books like Lord of the Flies, Animal Farm, Catcher in the Rye? You can't find them. You can't find books that are short, fast-paced, and I call it viewer perspective. And even if you want to do like a first person, you need to provide a personality that's engaging as a rewarding part of the movie, and not just like because it's supposed to be there. If you want to add interiority from like first person, it needs to be rewarding, engaging, satisfying, special, and a reason to enjoy the book, and not just because that's what you think books are supposed to be, because it's instinct to write things that are not. It's instinct to write things your instincts as a new writer is to do things about interiority, like this show don't tell, the telling of what characters are thinking. It's more of a amateurish instinct to do this, rather than after you're able to do it just with the viewer perspective, and then you go on further on in your development and think about how Dean Koontz had a good example of this. Dean Koontz can write it from a character perspective after being able to already write the limited perspective. And yeah. And then, okay, now let's talk about filmmaking. In my current films, 5, 6, 7 followers isn't done. This is something that someone could do for me, for something that I've already did. I'm looking for a special effects kind of communication on the TV video. There's an alien in the movie. The alien is supposed to tell Matt to fix your content and start making, because the alien believes in you, and I want to make an alien communication. I'm going to be doing films into the future. There's going to be opportunities to come where I'm at to own a credit on the film, and just have like, I wouldn't be able to pay for your transportation or your lodging on the first film, or where you're staying at, but I could pay for your food and the cost, some of the costs of that, or some of the costs of being here. I'm looking for like a $50K budget, so it's like $100 a day for a couple people, especially actors. If you're an actor, you can get on that. And then I'm going to invest money. I'm going to invest money on filmmakers. So if you're a filmmaker, if you're following if you can make a film with no money that's enjoyable, then you could get a budget from me to get like a 10K budget. Just come locate yourself way that my producers can come and work on your set. Yes, my producers need to be able to help you. I'm gonna hire 3 producers for $60K. These are people that are already established in filmmaking. This is gonna be like after Haunted Parks, maybe around the same time as I'm making Profiling, like my third budgeted film. But I'm actually making other films for no budget. I'm making practice films to get my teams at the point where they can actually do all the work. Like my actors have to do practice films and then do the main film, and they're going to be paid for their days to do the practice film to get the $100 a day for the actors to make the practice film and then the main film. But they also get credits. You get your credits, your points on out of 300 points, 100% for gross earnings. I'm trying to keep half of it, or it's either keeping half of it if half of it goes to the investor and me for all the jobs that I'm doing, and then the other half gets distributed amongst all the people. I'm gonna have money set aside. Some of the points go set aside for the promotional and the film contest and things like that, and the advertising and the management kind of area. But I'm just gonna have credits out of 300 points divided up, and I'm gonna have like the $60K for 3 employees, but then between like the 10 teams, you're gonna have like $10K to use. This, you're not being paid. You get $10K to use. You might be able to use some of that for 1 or 2 employees to do jobs on it that you can't do, like the video quality, or whatever else that you can't do. But you can have $10K if you already make the film. You get in the approved thing to give me, take 50% of it and put it into the company, and then the 50% of it would go towards and the earnings would go towards your team and the people that you can pay. You can pay your people with points on the movie too. And you have $10K for 10 people. It's going to cost me about $300,000 to get like 10 films, and because I'm starting a film company. So you want to get on my bandwagon? I am so lonely. I really need help. I can't explain to you how lonely I am. I know. I love you. Like, I'm suffering. Like, my priority is supposed to be writing, but I have serious depressions every day from being alone. No one believing in me. No one to support me. No one is on my bandwagon. I have a bandwagon. It's not just helping a person. I have a bandwagon that's going to be making money. If you get onto my bandwagon and you are either it's between being talented and being ambitious. Ambitious will keep you working to get more talent. Talented, yeah, I could be making millionaires if they get onto my bandwagon. My bandwagon is going to close down eventually. My bandwagon is not going to be available forever. My bandwagon has limited slots on it. You want to get on the bandwagon before the bandwagon stops running the trip. Okay? Thank you. Amen.